Oftentimes, the best course of action is to gain the position and attack with the highest percentage shot that might end the fight. In my opinion, this is the quickest and simplest way to finish a fight. Hey guys, this is Coach Victor from the Thai Boxing Institute of Mar Vista, California. And today we're going over our boxing options from the pivot and the sidestep. There are several options that you can take based off of getting the positions from the pivot or the sidestep. You can use that position to just defend, or you can use that position to counterattack. Oftentimes, the best course of action is to gain the position and attack with the highest percentage shot that might end the fight. Today we're going to cover how to attack using a rear cross or a rear elbow after the pivot. Let's go ahead and review the pivot real quick. We'll start off in our fight stance. Hands up, chin down, legs shoulder width apart. I'm going to take a step with my lead leg forward, a little off center. When I step on the ball of my foot, center my weight, keep myself balanced. My back leg is going to drive, push. As I drive and push, I'm going to turn my hips and get to a perpendicular angle, like so. Let's add a counter to that. So we're going to start off with the rear cross. Start off in our fight stance, hands up, chin down, legs shoulder width apart. We'll take that step, pivot, turn. Step again with my counter, rear cross, back to stance. Let's look at that again. Hands up, fight stance. Step, pivot, turn. Step, counter, cross, back to stance. One more time in full speed. The key to success of that technique is to follow through with the entire movement once you step for the execution of the pivot. Another option you can take is to throw a rear elbow based off of the perpendicular angle created by the pivot. My advice is to throw a straight uppercut elbow down the middle, because once you get perpendicular to your opponent, you're basically squared up towards their guard. If you want to take a look at the guard from the side real quick, there's this little triangle here. And what you're trying to do is you're trying to penetrate your uppercut elbow straight through the guard down the middle. Let's take it from the pivot. And we're going to start in a fight stance, hands up, chin down. Once we get that perpendicular angle, we're going to step in, straight uppercut elbow from the rear. Hands up, chin down, legs shoulder width apart. Step, pivot, turn. Step again, uppercut elbow. Back to stance. One more time, full speed. Let's look at our options from the sidestep. But first, let's review the sidestep. Right leg steps, shift my hips, turn over perpendicular. One more time. From there, our options are similar. Yet again, I want you to really visualize getting that perpendicular angle to your opponent and see what they do with their guard. Oftentimes it's going to be up, and we really want to visualize that triangular space that we will penetrate using those strikes. Quickest way is to either throw a straight cross or straight uppercut elbow. Hands up, chin down, legs shoulder width apart, right leg steps, shift, step, fire, back to stance. One more time. Right here, step, cross, fire, back to stance. Last one at full speed. Another option we can take is to throw the rear uppercut elbow. Right leg steps, switch your hips, step drive, uppercut elbow, back to stance. Right leg steps, shift here, step drive, back to stance. One more time. Bound here, back to stance. To incorporate this into your shadow boxing, what I advise is that you imagine or visualize an opponent in front of you. As they take that step towards you, you cut either angle, either to the left or to the right. You either pivot or you sidestep And once you land, make sure you fire that counter. Always remember to take that step based off of the counter. Most common mistake people make when either doing the sidestep or the pivoting is that they cross their legs. Make sure that once you step, you commit to the whole movement so that it becomes just one fluid motion. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. If you film yourself, go ahead and tag us at the Thai Box Institute or use the hashtag TBI Home Workout if you would like for me to critique your technique. I promise I'll be nice. Thank you for watching.